Hey everyone, welcome to the AI Guide, where we focus on the human impact of AI. So in the last video, we started a three-part series about Tesla and the government regulation into autopilot. And to summarize part one, fatal crashes keep happening with Tesla's autopilot even after a recall recently. The regulator NHTSA, that's the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, has so far been wholly ineffective in dealing with self-driving. So as we pick this up, the agency's slow pace of review is compounded by its inability under federal law to act as a gatekeeper to protect U.S. motorists before new features with safety implications are sold in cars. So that means they cannot stop new features rolling out in advance. Instead, it scrutinizes technology once safety hazards become apparent through crashes and deaths. So it's a completely reactive approach, not the way it's done in Europe. Also, unlike countries in Europe, meanwhile, the U.S. permits manufacturers to self-certify that they are in compliance with basic safety standards. To prove what a terrible idea this is, Boeing and the repeated safety failures that Boeing has are entirely due to this self-certification approach, which does not work. The agency said in a statement it was overseeing the new technology with the full range of its authority, including writing regulations, conducting research, and taking enforcement action. NHTSA is committed to protecting the public using all the authorities at its disposal, the agency said. 3 days after Nissan's April 19th death, an investigator from NHTSA asked the Washington State Patrol to let her see the vehicle, according to a State Patrol investigative log released under a records request. By the end of the week, the agency disclosed it was opening a new investigation into autopilot to review whether the changes made as part of the recall were sufficient. And you recall the recall was in December. The new investigation could empower NHTSA to impose fines and ultimately order Tesla to take specific actions to improve the safety of autopilot. The company did not respond to questions about its interactions with regulators or the new investigation. Tesla has said the system improves safety by helping drivers avoid accidents. Now, just also a quick review from last week. Tesla Autopilot, this is not full self-driving, is not a self-driving system. It's a driver assistance system, and the driver is never supposed to take their attention away from the road, but it keeps happening constantly. Hazards of Tesla's autopilot have been known for years. The NHTSA investigation that prompted the recall in December involved a review of 467 crashes dating to early 2018, involving 14 deaths and dozens of injuries. In more than 200 cases, the front of Tesla vehicles on autopilot hit objects that in many instances, investigators said an alert driver could have avoided, thus proving that the drivers aren't paying attention. NHTSA concluded the system was not doing enough to keep drivers engaged and that the system suffered from a critical safety gap. But it took the agency 2 years to reach that conclusion, even as the crashes continued. So at the end of last year, NHTSA presented its findings to Tesla. The automaker disputed some of them, but agreed to the recall. In mid-December, the company announced that an update to the system, uploaded wirelessly into all 2 million cars, would provide drivers with additional alerts if their car detected that their attention was wandering. Within days of the firmware update, a Tesla using autopilot crashed in Pennsylvania. The sequence of events highlights how Congress has limited NHTSA's authority to review new features on cars before they are deployed. Instead, it relies on investigative powers once problems arise. It sets minimum safety standards for vehicles, but such rulemaking takes years, and under the law, automakers certify their own compliance with the rules, rather than submitting new vehicle designs for review by regulators before they go on sale. Regulators in the industry say self-certification encourages innovation, but as a result, automakers are mostly free to deploy self-driving systems without the okay from the federal government. So next time we'll do part 3, but to wrap up part 2, what we see is that the real problem with the Tesla Autopilot is not that it isn't functioning as it's designed, it's lack of proper government regulation, because the regulator NHTSA is not properly empowered to approve self-driving features before they hit the road. That means we are all the guinea pigs with these self-driving systems. Now, Autopilot, again, was never designed to be a self-driving system. It's designed to be a driver assistance system, which means drivers should never be taking their attention away from the road. FSD, or full self-driving, is different in that it says that drivers can take their attention off the road. However, the government has only certified FSD so far for level 2 autonomy, not level 3, which is when drivers can actually take their attention off the road. So we'll wrap this up next time, but as you can see, the bulk of the problems in this country are due to poor regulation, and these problems do not occur in the other advanced countries, including China and Europe, where self-driving is also rolling out aggressively. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support us on Patreon. We need your financial support. TED AI 2024 is coming up. If you want live breaking news from TED again, I need your financial support. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.